Alright, welcome back to Theothon. We have a lovely ICO Any run by Sunbrojade coming up right to you now. I just want to real quick remind you all that this Theothon is actually a marathon, a speedrun marathon dedicated to our late friend Theo, who sadly passed away in July. Theo was a very in the heart of the community. He was very involved with so much community work. He loved marathons, he loved speedrunning, he loved, being in other people's streams, he loved supporting everyone, and he was just probably one of the most wholesome people you could have ever met. Big fan of art, and I'm sure he would have loved this wonderful photo that Sancho made with this cute little plushie. So yeah, thank you for everything you've left behind. And so we are raising money for the Fight the Stroke Foundation. So guided by the belief that all children should be equal at birth, Fight the Stroke wants to ensure a better future for young stroke survivors, children with a disability of cerebral palsy, and their families, because an accident at birth should not dictate the future of these children. This is absolutely wonderful. And thank you all for being here, thank you all for your donations, thank you everyone in chat, even if you're active or even if you're lurking. It's just amazing just having you all here. So, without further ado... Alrighty then, Jade, would you like to comment and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Sunbrojade, or you can just call me Jade as well, and I will be running ICO Any % on the PS3. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just get it started here.
Yep, so give me a countdown when you start.
I sure can. I will be starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Beautiful.
So I'm gonna do some start button mashing to skip all the cutscenes because we don't like lore, at least not in this version.
Yeah, we don't need cutscenes. Also, cutscenes in this game, they actually add towards the IGT at the end. So unlike Shadow and TLG, well, we're not sure about TLG, but yeah, cutscenes, we have to skip them. Like, it's not even like we can do a nice cozy run, we have to skip them. Hold on, I'll just fix the audio in 1 second, my darling. There we go.
I'm gonna do some screaming and to come up to the switch here and hopefully do a jump. Oh, no, I hit the rail. That's okay. So the fastest way is to get down to the bottom by jumping off the rail. And I'm gonna do some hops here, which actually wasn't too bad.
Very nice. This game is like very clunky as well. So I know we've just been playing Pray for the Gods, which has been a heckin' clunky game. This game was actually first developed for PlayStation 1 a very long time ago, and it was released on PlayStation 2 in 2001, and it still kind of features over that kind of grid-like movement in a way.
Yeah, and camera position, or the camera changes a lot because your perspective changes, so your inputs will drastically change, and that's very difficult to get used to. And yes, yeah, fun fact, I one of very few people to speedrun the NTSU version. And oh boy, is that a thing?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So those who may not know, so Eco obviously has different, version releases depending on where you live. He has the PAL for Europe, the Japanese version, Asian version, and then you have the NTSC, which is the US version. So the US version was actually rushed out, and so the US version is actually an unfinished version of the game that somehow got the pass to make it the shelves. So, for example, there's a puzzle called Water Puzzle that just simply does not exist in the US version, and there's things like completely unpolished mechanics. You cannot skip the shadow fights. I think you can maybe skip one and that's it. But yeah,
Oh no, tummy oof.
big tummy oof.
Big tummy oof.
Yeah, and you might be wondering, why is Eco screaming all the time? well, the fastest form of movement in this game is when Eco calls Yorda. And obviously, calling Yorda is a tapping R1, so throughout the entire run, you're pretty much going to be tapping R1 on and off depending on, like, where you are. Because they make you run faster, but only by, like, a slight margin.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how much. I'm sure Sancho would be able to answer how much time it actually does save overall in a run,
Mm-hmm.
but well, every little bit helps. And who doesn't like hearing Eco scream?
Mm-hmm. Wow. I know Sancho would
Wow.
often make this joke and turn it into song, like, oh, what's Eco saying? And it's just like, war. Ah. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Uh-huh. Sorry, I had to do that.
No, it was good. It was good. Oh, it saves 10 seconds in this section alone. Oh, that's quite a bit of time save. So I'm jumping on the cage to free Yorda. Oh no, she's been captured.
Oh no.
I'm now
She's
we
caught.
use stick. Well, he squished on me. That's not great. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Oh,
Sir,
this is a terrible fight.
hello? This
Oh
is a
wait,
Wendy's.
this is the Wendy's. I forgot. I could do. You can do a
He
three
ducking.
strike.
Uh,
The 3 strike combo, which will do the underhand, which will make it so he doesn't, or you can actually hit him in that.
and Iku has Yorda, sorry, has magical Sith Lord powers of lightning too, which is super cool. So yeah.
She does indeed.
So lore-wise, Iku has been taken to this castle as like a sacrifice. So boys with horns are in fact cursed to the village he came from, and so people from his village took him away and put him in this castle to be sacrificed to something that we don't quite know yet. We'll find out later in the game. And so Eco's just trying to get out. He only managed to get out of his sarcophagus by like pure luck. So his castle's very old and decaying. You'll just see that bridge collapsed, and yeah, the castle's not in great condition right now. So Eco escaped, and he just found Yorda on his way. So now they're going to try and escape together, and that's the premise of the game. Lore.
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 We love lore. But we just don't like lore adding time.
No, we don't
All
like
right.
having time.
So now I'm just going to leave Yorda there for specific reasons, because as soon as she crosses the steps here, which will activate the shadow fight, so we want to get all the way over here, then call her over. Sometimes she will decide, no, instead there are birds, and I would like to go look at them. I would like a close-up version of visual on the birds.
I need a visual on the birds, ASAP. Luckily, you seem to get good, like, Yorda here. So Yorda sometimes, even though Yorda is terrified of shadows, because of the birds that are flying around, she will sometimes just run towards the bird, even if the bird's going towards the shadow.
Now we get to abandon little Yorda, and then whee! So thankfully we get to not have to do this entire puzzle with Yorda, but in the NTSC or NTSCU version, you have to do this entire puzzle with Yorda.
So, what Jade's actually going to be skipping is 2 entire shadow fights. There's a shadow fight in this room, and a little puzzle, and then you've also got a shadow fight kind of up these stairs and at the top of this room. So usually when you leave Yorda alone for too long, shadows will spawn in and grab her, and then you have a game over. However, because this section is considered one giant room, you're never technically leaving her alone, or alone in another room, so shadows will never spawn in to get her. So if you just leave her, like, up on that bit... Sad. And unfortunately, we get to see the checkpoints in this game being completely unforgiving.
Okay, so I overshot that just a touch, and that was the safety. Yeah. Sancho's gonna tease.
Papa, no.
Oh.
So
I know,
he
he even did the safe version. Okay, so yeah, Yorda crossed early because she wanted to see a bird, and this is what happens.
Yeah, is that a
okay.
bird? A yole,
That's
a
okay.
bird? Okay, she's next to you, so it's okay. You can just grab her
Yep.
hand straight away.
Yeah, the checkpoint system. So there is a checkpoint that happens after after you touch every single idle door. Also, if you rest at a bench, you can do a hard save, or you can do a checkpoint, which is just sitting down at the bench but not actually saving. That's okay. See this wonderful portion again. Yorda's screaming back at me. I can't reach you, Eco. Ooh, that was actually a really smooth transition out of the door. So the inputs change when you, as I said earlier, when you change camera perspective. So coming out of that door, your input changes really, really quickly. So you have to like whip the analog stick around. And this time, I will not fall to my death. There, that's better.
Oh, cat, why are you on the desk? Hold on, I have a boy. I have a boy that I need to remove.
Oh no, not
Come
the
on,
boy.
good boy. Luckily, he's a gentle boy and doesn't mind me picking him up again and again to remove him from the situation.
True. I actually got a really good jump up on top of the trolley. Didn't have a tummy oof, which
No
is
tummy bump.
Eco just kind of just getting half of his body up the thing and just kind of dangling there for a minute. Ooh, and I got the, let's see. Ooh, okay. I will take it. Yes, Yorda constantly checks to make sure Robo is not dislocated. Sometimes we do whip her around a little too hard.
Yeah, you're just, checking her nails, checking her joints, and the cat's checking out my microphone again. Thanks, buddy. I know, I know, I know. Mummy's busy. Mummy is very busy. Yes.
Mommy is too busy and cannot pay attention,
Soup.
so therefore throw fit.
Yep.
Okay,
I
just gotta
literally
do
just
that
gave him some
safely.
soup as well. Oh, he's gonna sit on my chair because I stood up. Okay, you do you. Right, what if we sit on the chair together? Okay? How's that sound? Okay, we come to an agreement. We're
Oh,
both
good.
sitting on the chair together. And by sitting,
You
I
can share
mean
the chair.
by sitting, I mean I'm hanging off the edge of my office chair.
Oh no. So in the NTSCU version, that bridge doesn't exist. So that's why we have to take Yorda through that entire puzzle
Yeah.
and then also do 2 shadow fights.
Yeah, they literally missed out like the entire bridge in NTSC. Also, when all of this TLG song debuts, so at the end ceremony of day 2, that's when we're having the song by Sancho and Ruby. That's when we're having the piece of music by Blackberry Dragon, and that's where we're having all our statements, memorials, and whatnot. So that's going to be at the end of day 2. Usu's dealing with a
Okay.
child. Yeah, he a big baby. So Eco's like actually like a very underrated game in my personal opinion. It's like one of the most influential games you've never heard of. So this game actually inspired Dark Souls, believe it or not. So you're going to actually see at different points in the run some kind of puzzles and mechanics that you would have seen, casually playing through any of the Dark Souls series in the way that they're just kind of built upon each other. Like you're going to be running back and forth through parts of the levels, like again and again, sometimes like levels overlapping each other as well, which is like an amazing design. Even though the premise of the game is very simple, it's just basically like an escort mission. Gone a bit wrong in the end, but we'll keep that for later.
Okay. So I got a really good diagonal jump onto the 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 beam that leads to the chandelier. So now I get to come out here. We're going to do this safely, hopefully. Okay, perfect.
So drop down, beautiful. It's possible to die there if you're like
It
not close.
it it is, and I have.
Mm,
It's fun.
than I
It's fun.
totally
So,
have before. That's the worst bit.
yep. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna light this bomb, and instead of tossing it, we're just gonna walk over to the beam. And Eco is made of stronger stuff than most, and can just take a bomb hit
Mm.
casually.
You know, 12-year-old boys, their bones are just built different. They can withstand like a lot of stuff. And one thing to note, when Eco gets knocked back on the floor like that, by mashing like the controls, Eco will get up a lot faster. Which is something that we will be doing if Jade were to be knocked down by a shadow, in order to
Yes.
get to Yorda quicker. And it's one of those in-game things that the game never explicitly tells you at all that that's a thing. It just is a thing, and you have to find out by playing the game.
And so this portion is kind of spooky, because sometimes Yorda can let go of your hand unless you go down the left side of this ramp. And
Mm-hmm.
perfect, she still got me. And if we reach the idle doors before the shadows get him, then she makes them all disappear with her magical lightning powers.
Palpatine.
Palpatine. She's very delicate, Palpatine.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna go past some more scary shadows, hopefully not get caught up on anything.
Yeah.
She can get grabbed, but it only if I path this really terribly and or go slow, get hit on railings, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that was a little dicey.
So when you bump into like one of the railings, you actually do slow down by a considerable portion, and then you have to like go back into like the full run animation. So yeah, the shadows are just slower than Eco, so they can catch up really quick if they want to.
So this cutscene here that I'm going to be skipping is us meeting Yorda's mother.
Yeah, but we're skipping it, so we're not actually meeting Yorda's mother. Woo! Because skipping
So
cutscenes is fast.
yes, so that introduces us to the main
Antagonist.
antagonist. It's okay, I know words. Which is the queen of the castle, Yorda's mother.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're just pulling some torches into place. So she made it so that these idle door or that these that this gate is completely locked, and we're gonna have to shine some light on some bulbs that power the gate to make it open, so that way we can escape.
Yeah, but you kind of have to go through the cast and be like, okay, how do I... You spend like half the game, or more than half the game, trying to unlock this big gate. Peak gameplay.
Peak gameplay.
Rip Karen cutscene.
Yep.
No, you cannot date my daughter. Now leave.
You're just but an awful horned boy. Okay, now we're gonna do some backtracking. Come back here. And Yorda, you stay here. I'm gonna grab a bomb. So there's a door I have to open with this. Hopefully I can get it. First try. So it requires to light this bomb. Oh, I think I did. Cool, perfect.
Beautiful.
So that you hit it off the gate and it just rolls right in there. Otherwise, it would be a case of drop the bomb, run back, light the stick. Oh, and then my favorite portion, the graveyard.
Oh, the graveyard, because we're all having a great time up in here.
So for safety, obviously, I'm going to make a checkpoint here at this here bench. So we're gonna sit with Yorda here. We're not gonna save. This just creates a checkpoint.
Mm-hmm.
So this skip is incredibly hard, and I will probably fail. So we'll see. Oh, she
So
might be too high up, but that's fine.
when Yorda passes a certain trigger on these stairs, she'll activate some shadows. And then, well, we don't really want her to be caught. So obviously she's going to activate some shadows in a little bit. And, well, by Jade getting the lock on the door mechanisms ready, Jay's gonna call down Yorda, and then hopefully be able to leave Yorda alone in this graveyard, and be able to go up through the room where she needs to be before Yorda gets caught and dragged away. And by that point, more shadows will spawn because it considers it to be later on in the fight. So.
No.
Oh, and that's not a good no.
Okay,
Yorda!
well, I positioned that terribly.
It's fine. Just fighting the
that's
shadows
okay.
will be enough.
Yeah, so I'll just fight the shadows, which is perfectly fine. It's much better, obviously, to be able to skip all of these shadows because there is a lot. So they're gonna take Yorda. What happens when Yorda gets caught is they'll take her the furthest pool away from me and just stick her in there. And I'm gonna get hit. And if enough time passes, there will be a giant wave, and I will be turned to stone, and that's the game over.
Yeah. Yorda will be sucked into a pool of black soup, and Iko will turn to stone. So that's not a very happy ending. So yeah, Jade's trying to be very careful this fight. Jade's actually got the shadow locked against that stone couch, which actually stops the shadow from jumping back and avoiding an attack.
Yeah, if you just tap the swing in like a corner like that, you can just keep the shadow stun locked and just continue to chain it, and it can't do anything. Because otherwise, chasing shadows, they'll jump, they'll squish, and they're very, very annoying.
Yeah, overall, like, the fight's actually going really well. Considering you're really whacking them with a stick as well.
Yep. Don't step up. Oh, yep. Okay. So after Yorda's scared, it's gonna be a pain to get her to just actually sit. So we're gonna sit. We're gonna be calm for a second, and then we're gonna do that. Nope. Come here.
Yeah,
Nope.
so Yorda after a fight gets like quite nervous and anxious. So she needs Iko to be like beside her so that she can calm down. So usually like walking around with her, holding her hand will calm her down. Because if you try to put her on that like platform while she's still frightened, she's just gonna follow you around. So it's not like ideal. So you have to take the time to like calm her down, just like you take the time to calm Trico down in The Last Guardian.
Yep.
Reused game ideas.
It's like they were made by the same company.
No, you don't say.
No.
No way.
So going back out here, I believe activates more shadows.
Yeah. I think it's around 3 more spawn or something like that.
Yep. But these are way more easily skipped.
Because again, there's only a few. There's only a few of these shadows, and not as many as last time. Also, Yorda's going on vacation. Oh, she's right there.
Yeah, I was very concerned where she was.
Yeah. Like, what if she found another bird and started running up the stairs?
She would do that to me. So now we're going back up here because there's a doorway we have to get to. Oop, I'm spinning the wrong way. It's fine. So this is another skip coming up, which is the dark room skip. I have a much easier time with this one. Graveyard skip is probably the worst for me, in my opinion.
Oh, 100%, I do agree.
Okay, so I have to make sure to not call for Yorda because it messes up her positioning and will also make it so I fail the skip. So I need to get over here. 5, 6, counting out the side. Okay, so now I'm not going to move up or down. I'm just going to spin around and then jump up here. And this is going to activate the shadows. Gonna wait for a brief pause and then call her. If I did this right, perfect. Okay.
Amazing.
I might have almost waited too long, but that's okay. It still worked. We got the dark room skip.
Yeah, and Dark Room, if you don't get the skip, Dark Room can be one of the worst fights in the game because you're in such a very small space and the shadows can just keep knocking you down and basically play like volleyball with Eco's like struggling like body. It's like really not nice to watch. And
No.
especially in the NTSC version, so the
Oh,
unfinished
it's
American
worse.
version, because they didn't actually power scale the shadows correctly in the American version. So the shadows, even like the little spider ones, which are usually harmless, they will deal so much damage and they will attack you so quick, so fast. And yeah, not fun. Not
The
fun.
spiders are quite honestly the scariest ones, especially in that room because there's so many shadows and it is such a small space. Like, oh, and dark room skip is done way differently and is not even remotely close to the same as the 60 hertz PAL version.
Mm-hmm. PAL version's so cute. And the PAL version, especially, you can do all kinds of skips that aren't present anywhere else, thanks to
Mhm.
Hertz, of all things, which is
Right.
super interesting. So the PS3 version, you can only run the game at 60 Hertz, but for some reason, the PAL version gives the option to run on 50 Hertz, which is, okay, fine, whatever, cool, cool. But on 50
Aw.
Hertz, the kind of jump mechanic is a bit different. So if you jump and attack at a specific point, you can actually send Eco flying through the air. And if you like do it at certain points and time it just right, you can actually skip like a bunch of the game. So I think in the 50 hertz version, you skip like a third of the game just by doing precise jumps. You're climbing on her own, bless her.
Is there official version for speedrunning? Oh, they are separated
Yeah, yeah,
by version in the
yeah.
boards.
So the American version has its own version, respectively. So does the PS3 version, or aka 60 hertz, and then the 50 hertz version with the most skips has its own kind of board. So they're all separated, so everyone's on like a level playing field.
Oh god. Okay.
And speaking of skips,
Uh
we have soup, soup,
we have sewer
soup.
skip, which ugh, is very rough. Very rough. So I have to put Yorda in a certain position so that way she doesn't go running off to other places that I don't need her to. The shadows are going to come down, and I need to time this very, very. I'm going to start calling, jump down. So she's going to come to the gate. I'm going to push the button. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, well, already failed. I think I called too early.
Oh, she McHeck grab. That's alright. There's only like a couple shadows in this area, so you can actually just fight them real quick and then do it a little bit more intended.
Yep, I just have to wait for them to come down here because they will take their sweet time.
And Yoda gets really confused, so sometimes during a shadow fight, she'll want to feel safe, so she'll run by Eco even if Eco's fighting a shadow. And it's just like, Yoda, come on.
What's nice is in the American version, you can hold Yorda's hand while fighting, which is pretty
Mhm.
hilarious. Which I think there's just a spider. Yeah, okay, I'm fine.
And this is the door mechanism. And it's actually,
So,
like, pretty painful timing as well.
yep. So what you basically want to do is exactly that, and not have her get caught. Is to pull her in and then come out, because otherwise you have to run through the back, jump up, and climb a pipe, and to be able to get back up on top of here. And this is way faster. So now I'll just call down for her right here, and she'll just come up and grab my hand. Easy.
Yeah, and she's no longer, like, sometimes if she's, like, too scared, she will, like, shake her head and just say, like, no. No, I'm good,
Yep.
thanks. No, I'd really prefer to be down here. Yeah, she got a bit of sass on her. Gotta love
She
Yorda.
does. She on the windmill section when I was trying to get her to grab my hand as we were going across the bridge, she did shake her head at me, which is incredibly adorable. She's just like, no, Eco, you idiot, I'm not doing that. And then eventually she'll just like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to climb down this portion. So we easy climb down there so that way she stays within that elevator in this upcoming shadow fight. She will be safe. I don't have to worry about her. Because if we fall, it activates Yorda's kind of uh,
Concern
worry
mode?
response. She gets stressed, she gets concerned, and so if we fall on our bottom, even though we're perfectly fine, she'll be like, "Oh my goodness," and then she'll rush to our side,
Mm-hmm.
and that is not where I want her to be.
Yeah, even though it's such a sweet mechanic.
It is incredibly adorable.
Mm-hmm. So just before you go into the shadow fight, I have a €15 donation from Lineuts. What you are doing is a beautiful thing. You are playing games not only to build community, but to make the world a better place. Thank you for the brightness that you bring. Thank you so much, Line. It's
That's
very
very
sweet
sweet.
of
Thank
you.
you so much.
Yeah. And also, you may have seen this kind of thing popping up and down. It's a Shadow of the Colossus sigil keychain that you have a chance of winning if you donate €15 or more. There is only one to give away, and well, the raffle will be drawn at the end of the marathon, and then I'll ping whoever or DM whoever wins and get that sent off as soon as possible.
Oh my gosh, this shadow fight.
Hello? Yeah, that's
Hello.
looking cute.
That was
Was that
prob
gold?
quite honestly, that is probably the best that a shadow fight can get.
Yeah.
Oh hey Yorda. She wanted to climb on the box. Okay, so that was the case of Okay, so she just wants to hang out on the box with me today.
Aw, bless her. Yeah, she's also still in like panic mode where she wants to be close to Eco. So sometimes she really wants to be on that box, huh? Oh, goodness.
But yeah, so the best thing to do is to, and it's incredibly difficult, is to get those two shadows to be able to hit them both with the same swings stuck in the corner like that, and it makes that fight exponentially easier and faster. So that was actually really nice.
Mm-hmm. And another
So
interesting
now,
piece of movement tech as well that Jade is currently doing. So you can either like go across these ledges like on your feet, or you can go across these ledges, by hand. And it's actually quicker to like swing from them with your hand rather than it is to shimmy across with your feet. Despite that being the opposite in the Last Guardian, where it's quicker to be on your feet than dangling down on your hands. You're not doing the chain jump, are you? Please not the chain jump. No.
yeah, no, I'm not doing it. Nope, nope, nope.
It's scary.
It's very, very scary. Oh, what am I doing?
This jump is also scary, even though it works like 100% of the time.
Ooh, squish, squish. Thank goodness.
Squish Brothers. So
We
these
love
two
Squish
shadows are
Bros.
like the Squish Bros, and they're very like aggro and like locked onto Eco because obviously Yorda's like not in their line of sight, and they will do all in their power to knock Eco over.
Yeah, getting them both to squish down so that way when I try to climb up that ledge to get to this box, it is because they'll sometimes when you're mid climbing up, they will hit you and it's just pain.
Yeah, and they hit you like really fast, and there's two of them, and it's not fun. But because they're aggroed onto you and not Yorda, they're a bit more relentless.
Mm. So Yorda is safe where she is. I don't have to worry too much about her. I just have to get through the section and then get up to the levers. That way I can meet up with her again.
Mm-hmm. And
Which I didn't call for her before. Hopefully she's in the right
yeah,
position now.
fingers crossed. Because Yorda can die. Yorda can actually die in this game in specific points, and this is also a point where she can unfortunately fall and hurt herself pretty bad, and then you get a game over.
She did not, in fact, move.
She did not.
Yorda, come up here. Okay, she's coming. Okay, she's fine. Good. Whoo! So, right before I pull this lever, I'm going to call Yorda to make sure she's on... Yep. Okay, perfect. She's on the platform. So, if you pull this lever as she's running onto it, she can slip off, and she will game over. It's not good.
I've had that happen to me before, and I was like, oh, everything's going fine, the practice is doing so well, but I forgot to call her before I pulled the lever, and then she was on, like, the moving platform, but, like, not quite on enough, so she just slid off as it was moving.
Yeah. Alright, and then that's...
Stone pillar done.
Stone pillar.
That's actually a really solid stone pillar.
Yeah, actually, was not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're coming up to East Arena.
Easter Wiener, a Wiener uwu.
Yeah, a Wiener uwu. So, these are the portions that have the reflecting light to aim towards the gate to be able to power it on, and these portions can be the hardest for a lot of speedrunners because they are mirrors of themselves, so they're slightly different but kind of the same.
Mm-hmm. And both of the arenas, so there's the east and west, they're different but also the same. They're gonna have different like styles of shadow fights that hopefully Jade may be able to skip as well. But it's also RNG, so this run has actually got a lot of RNG. So Yorda's AI is completely like RNG dependent. There is a little bit of manipulation that you can do in your favor, but a lot of the time you are just relying on a piece of code to work in the way you want her to. And all the shadows are also heavily RNG, how fast they move, if they like jump back, if they want to grab her straight away, if they want to dance around a bit. A lot of things happening.
Okay, so as soon as Yorda gets up here, this is going to activate a shadow fight, which I'm going to get in position for, and it is just a bunch of spiders. As soon as they appear here, I am able to just hit with one hit, or swing with one hit and kill all the spiders, and then this big shadow, I want stuck right where he's at. Which was gorgeous, beautiful, love that. Okay, perfect. So now we take Yorda off into the section, which hopefully we will skip this shadow fight. This one is incredibly hard because getting her to climb a ladder when she's scared and quickly is very difficult.
Yeah. So fingers crossed.
Yep, we get take her down that side so that way she doesn't have to climb the ladder. She just slides down. Okay, good. This will activate the fight. Come on, Yorda. Oh, come on.
All right, just pray.
Oh, well, nope. Nope.
Oh, we're no.
I didn't grab her hand.
Oh no.
I was not close enough.
This is fine. This is fine.
This is fine. Yes, this is fine.
So skipping this shadow fight will save about a minute to a minute and a half, depending on how the fight goes. It's only like a handful of shadows that you need to defeat. But
yeah, I think there's just 4.
Yeah. But obviously if you grab Yorda's hand straight away and then just go straight left to the ladder, Yorda can climb up the ladder and then the shadows won't be able to grab her, and then you can quickly like grab her hand when she climbs up the ladder and like take her out of the room. So that will despawn the shadows when you need to come back into there. So you leave Yorda in the other room so that she doesn't get grabbed.
Oh, I killed the shadows, so I guess it does not matter.
Yeah.
She can just hang out in here. That's
yeah, it's
fine.
probably safer if she hangs out in there as well, because she's not technically alone. So
exactly.
Usually when you leave her in the other room, the timer starts counting down for Yorda's alone time. And that's when Yorda's alone time, after a certain period of time, the queen will send out Yorda's babysitters to come grab her off screen. So luckily, Jay's gonna go into a different area, but because Yorda's currently safe in this part of the arena, when Jade goes back up this ladder and back into that part, the time is gonna reset. Whereas before, if you do the skip perfectly, you have like a few seconds leeway before Yorda gets grabbed. And so yeah, this is a very like movement heavy and RNG heavy part of the run. And again, may I remind you that the controls for this game can be quite clunky. Again, the game came out in 2001. It actually has like D-pad compatibility, so you can move using the D-pad. And Sacho Panda actually found a bunch of like jump setups that you can use with the D-pad, because using the analog stick on this game, so you see how all the time the camera is just swinging back and forth one direction or another. As that's happening, the control movements are changing to suit the camera. So if you're running downwards and then the camera changes, you'll no longer be running downwards, you'll be running in whatever direction fits the camera at that point. So yeah, so the controls here are actually like very, very hard to master. And if
Yeah,
like you get a bit motion sick as well, it's probably not the best speed game because it can like send your eyes flying sometimes.
it sure does, and especially with the constant changing like controls, and analog stick very much is very dangerous. Excuse me. I said cut. Excuse me. I said cut. There we go.
So Jade actually picked up the sword right here, which is another weapon that we can have. So the sword is actually really useful because we do more damage with the sword, a lot more damage than the stick. So the sword is really, really safe to have with us during the run. So shout out to the sword. And we can also cut things down and do puzzles with the sword, which is super fun. Shout outs to swords.
Shout outs to sword.
Sword-kun.
Well, shout outs to Jade for getting the path for this.
Reminds me of when I did the run for Really Really Their Choice, and I was just there like, wait, which ones am I supposed to grab onto again?
Yep. Yeah, stick is offended. Shoutouts to sword. Also shoutouts to mace.
Oh yeah, shoutouts to me. Shoutouts to lightsaber as well, whilst we're at it. Okay, shout out to weapons. Weapons
to
in
weapons.
game. Video game weapons, may I
Yep.
rephrase?
Yep, video game weapons that make these shadow fights easier.
Yeah.
Which I believe it's tomorrow. Sancho is going to be doing the lightsaber run
Yes.
of ICO.
So tomorrow at 1 p.m. UK time, which I believe is 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sancho is going to be running Eco, but he's going to be running NG+, Lightsaber, and Watermelon percent. So there's a little Easter egg at the end of the game where you can grab a watermelon and take it on a lovely stroll on the beach for you. I know it's pretty mad. There's a lightsaber, so there's a part halfway through the game or the run in which you can get a special item called the mace. And this mace in a new game file, it's just a mace, it comes out of nowhere, it's a very overpowered weapon. But in NG+, if you go to the same place that you unlock the mace, you unlock a lightsaber. A literal lightsaber. Like, I'm not joking, it's a literal lightsaber. So, like, Yoda has, like, Sith Lord electric powers, and there's also a lightsaber in the game, and I don't know what the devs are trying to tell us.
Coincidence? I think not. Speaking of, I will, for safety, get the mace.
Oh yeah, we love mace. Shouts to mace.
Shoutouts to mace. We're gonna get the mace, so you'll be able to see the mace portion, and then you can get to see the lightsaber.
Yeah, it's actually really funny the way like the mace has its entrance. Like I won't spoil it, but like you have to do a game of basketball essentially, and then yeah, then the mace appears. Gonna love it.
All right. So we're just getting towards the idle door at the end of here, which is super comfy, no worries. West Arena, this will be pure chaos and
Mhm.
screaming.
So in the other arena that Jade will have to go to, there's a bridge just like this, but on whilst crossing that bridge, there will be a bunch of shadows also trying to grab you, and there's a special friend called Mr. Clippy who likes to clip through the bridge and grab Yorda from underneath you. So yeah, shoutouts to Mr. Clippy.
Shout outs to Mr. Cliffy.
I still
Ooh,
have a
and I got her on
Sancho
the
sub. I
elevator.
think I've got a Mr. Clippy emote somewhere. There we go. It's
Okay,
Clippy
now
spam.
just need the stick.
Mr. Clippy is waiting. No.
Mr. Clippy sure is waiting. All right, so that opens up the last of the doors, so that way the light can get straight to the gate, and we have completed East Arena. Skipping all the cutscenes that show that.
Yeah.
Um,
No
and
law.
I am not doing sword skip, so we are going to take the time to get the sword. Where's Yorda?
Because we like sword.
Hello, dear. We love sword. Sword is great. So there's a portion where you can get a new sword, but it's really, really dicey because we're going to do something with Yorda. And we're going to let the shadows take her, and they're going to deliver her to me. But there's a very small time frame.
So
And I
basically
don't
what we
want
like to
her.
call Yorda delivery service.
Yes. We're going to hope for Express.
Next stages isn't gonna cut it.
Nope, it's not. Okay, so pass 1, 2, 3. You're the bait. So I don't call for her. I just run because that changes her position. And she won't get grabbed. Oh, we just run in. Shoutouts to Wind.
Yo, shouts to Wind. Let's go.
It do be windy out here.
It really do be heckin' windy though. It really do.
Okay, so we're gonna climb all the way up here. Is she in the wrong position? I don't think so. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Famous last words. I think it's fine. So I have to get up here really quick. There's the sword that we're skipping. We have to pull the lever and make it out here. Okay. Okay, so she's not here yet. Good.
She's on her
We'll
way,
get all
don't
the
worry.
Okay. Where's she at? Oh, we got express delivery. We love express.
Let's go.
So, knock them over. And all right, perfect. Good.
Yes.
Whew.
That can
That's
go
not bad.
very wrong, and when it goes very wrong, then it goes very wrong, and then you have to do everything like again, back
Sure
to the top
does.
of East Arena, bridge.
Mm-hmm. So now we're just going to leave Yorda in front of the area that we're going to go next. We have to cut this bridge down. Oh, well, shoutouts to Analog Stick.
What do you mean
So,
you don't use a D-pad for jumps?
yeah, D-pad jumping there is incredibly important because, like, the small angles will make it so you don't actually hit that rope. And it's very difficult. Okay, so this is a very stressful portion. So we have to make it all the way down by going around. Shadows are going to start coming for us. There they are. And it's very easy to bonk on all of these rails and all of these corners, and there's rubble, and there's just so many things. Oh, Yorda, why did you let go?
Yorda?
Oh no, shoutouts to shadows. Get out of here. Okay, this is why we have the sword. Thankfully,
Shoutouts
we
to
have the
sword.
sword. Shoutouts to sword. Oh, that was scary. Okay, so for some reason she let go of my hand. I don't know why, but it's okay. We recover. Whew.
That's pretty scary.
Ah.
This main chandelier room, yeah, there are a lot of boys out here.
Yeah, that portion, that room is terrifying in general. Okay, so we're gonna leave Yorda right here so I can jump over. We're gonna call her. We're gonna call her again and start climbing up. Now I'm going to give her the camera, see if she's heading her way. She is. So we want to climb all the way up here to drop a box down. Yeah. She's screaming, yes, Eco, I hear you.
Wah!
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 Wah! Okay, so I'm going to pull this 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Vana! Vana says Yoda gives it 3 stars. Quick trip, but the driver was rude.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. The shadows aren't very nice.
No.
Oh, Yorda, dear, the box is right there.
Yoda, honey.
Sweetheart. Come. Okay, there you go. You did it. We love it. Okay.
She got there in the end.
She did. Okay.
Quick trip, but attempted kidnapping.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is the waterfall entrance.
Anyway, here's Waterworld.
Okay.
We
So
get...
we're gonna do a fun little jump here. We're gonna seem like we're gonna be jumping to our death, but we're not. Don't worry.
Now this jump is probably like one of my favorites in the game. So when Yoda, Eco just jumps, like not even holding forward, just presses default jump, he actually moves forward ever so slightly, like during the jump, and that allows anyone to kind of do this trick just by simply tapping triangle. And it saves, I don't know how much time, but it saves time.
Sure does, and it's just super fun to watch. Also, I jumped at the lever. Praise the lever.
Praise the...
Okay, so I'm just gonna open this portion. And so that way Yorda can come over here where she's just going to shake her head at me and be very slow. Dear, this is a speed run. Whoop, that's a ledge. Okay, so normally you're supposed to get a box, push it down, and so that way Yorda can climb up it. But, we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to make it so she's not on this lip here. And I'm going to do precisely fall off this ledge.
Precisely.
There we go.
As intended.
So, as intended. So if I do that, I can avoid getting the box, and then Yorda can just jump up into my hand.
Nice little skip. A little puzzle skip. Now, one interesting thing to note as well, so you can pull and push in the game, but pulling is actually faster than pushing. So whenever Jade goes to move a box, Jade's going to be pulling the box rather than pushing the box.
Okay, perfect. Now we will just sit here and wait for Yorda to slowly make her way up towards us. Hopefully she does not forget, as Sancho puts it very, very lovingly, that she does not forget her purse and start heading back down the ladder, because sometimes, which I think she's going up. I think Yorda has all her things.
Yeah, you got your keys, you got your phone, you got your spare change.
Bless you, Yorda. And then we're going to do a mean thing that Sancho does like to do, which I think is incredibly hilarious. As she's climbing up this ladder, we zoom in on her poor little bald spot.
Oh dear.
All right. Now we're going to meet our friend Kyle.
Shouts to Kyle.
Shoutouts to
You
Kyle.
may be wondering, what the heck is Kyle doing in a game like ICO? Well, we're gonna meet Kyle and suddenly everything will like piece together. Kyle is the community name, one of many community names, um, for a particular like scratch in a piece of wood, I guess. So yes, the community has in fact named a scratch in a piece of wood in the game because you use this piece of wood, or the pump rather, to do a jump that it's not like a speedrun skip because it's actually like the intended way of doing this puzzle, but my god, is it like difficult to pull off. It's like a very precise jump and casually doing it is a nightmare because you don't know like when you don't actually know when to jump, but luckily like Kyle exists, so when Kyle disappears under the floor, um yeah, Jade will know when to jump, and yeah, Kyle to the rescue.
Yes, we love Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
But also, fun fact: the NTSC version, NTSCU version, does not have the pump jump in it. It's just you go through this whole portion and just go on the pipes. That's all you do.
Yeah, on the American version you basically
Oh,
just
what am I doing?
don't really do much around here. Yes, camera movement.
Bless the camera. So this is actually also while I'm here, I will also just push this open.
Yeah,
So
so this
this
is
is
like,
the
yeah, the secret room. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
oh no, yeah, I'm just pushing open the secret room so that way later I can just walk through with Yorda. All right, now we're gonna go meet Kyle. So here's Kyle. Which, how dare you?
This jump is hard, even though it's like intended, it's so hard for no reason. Again, Kyle is the dent in the wood at the very bottom, and once he goes all the way under, he'll be able to jump, and hits the jump.
Excuse you.
Pop.
Mmm.
This is a mood. This is a straight up mood.
This is. I've never had this much issue with it. Come on.
Believe in Kyle.
Oh, come on, Kyle, please.
Yeah, the community tends to name a lot of things, like really random stuff.
It's true. It's very true.
So the second Trico in The Last Guardian, for example, we've all lovingly named Susan, which is just hilarious.
There we go.
Because mid-run, you'll just be like shouting Susan. Also, GG on the pump jump.
Thank you. That was incredibly difficult for a reason.
A reason.
Just a reason. Not sure what reason, but it was a reason. Okay, so there's quite a few things to do in here. We're going to hit this tree to get the secret item that we need. Open the door for Yorda. And gonna push this block down the river to an area that we're going to be needing it for later. Oh. There we go. Bon voyage. We'll meet again.
Bye, block.
Okay, so I'm going to take this melon here. Is this a melon? I think it's a melon. It's a ball. It's a sphere shape. So,
It's
Eco's very
Rockmelon.
talented. Rock melon. So he's going to hold Yorda's hand, hold a sword, and this giant ball at the same time.
Look at him go. He's such a unit. Man, to be 12.
To be 12. Bones are made of rubber.
Uh-huh. So this is basketball that we're gonna be playing in just a hot second.
Okay. Eco, can you turn around? Nope, that's it. I don't know why you jumped in place. Sure. Ooh, no. Close.
Yeah, this is very difficult. Like, the game doesn't actually have good basketball mechanics. So yeah, getting a hole in one is not fun.
There we go. Perfect. Second try.
Woo!
All right. And here's the mace.
Here's like the funniest thing ever. From nowhere, everything else in this game is so based and grounded, but a mace flies through the damn window and we don't know who throws it. My headcanon is it's just literally the director Fumito Ueda just throwing it in for you, just like, here you go, champ. You found the Easter egg. Congratulations.
Oh, that's so good. You know, something tells me that Eco is not going to be drafted in the next NBA. Okay, so these jumps, incredibly hard, difficult, annoying. Ooh, did it first try. Let's go. That jump is actually
Woo!
way harder than it looks.
Yes. Because it's two jumps in succession and it's very precisely timed. Nice. Again, I'm actually pulling, not pushing on this as well because it's a faster animation.
Okay, we're gonna drop down. We're gonna make Yorda go into worry mode, so she'll get here quicker. Yorda actually doesn't care about me. It's okay. She did not, in fact, get here faster. Shoutouts to Yorda.
How's the order? Gotta love our maiden.
Okay, so we're gonna. Oh, that's a ledge. Thank goodness that there's the tippy toes thing that Eco does. Otherwise, I probably would have fallen off so many ledges. Okay. All right. So we're gonna leave you here. Push this. And so if I get it the right. Come on. Eco. Up. 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 Hello.
You can do it, Eco.
Um. Interesting. He did not want to go up. So if I angle myself correctly, she should have a good path to come reach me in my hand, and we get to avoid all these shadows.
Yeah. But even if Yorda was grabbed by the shadows for some reason, then because Jade has the mace, all shadows will die in 2 hits.
Yep, which is great. Which I got to skip anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Also, like, the radius of the mace and like the range is like incredible. Like the stick and sword have a very tiny like hit range, whereas the mace is just, oh, you just batter some shadows into like mashed potato. It's amazing.
It is great.
Mm-hmm.
We'll let go of Yorda's hand for a little bit, give her elbows a break while we run through this.
Mm-hmm.
And because your run will not be verified if you don't show this off, we have floaty shoes.
Lucky shoes. Look at them shoes. Damn, Daniel.
Back at it again with the white vans. Oh, that's an old one.
Now this is usually the segment as well in which like people will like compare the game to Dark Souls, usually like marathons and whatnot, because I think like this section the most gives people like Dark Soul puzzle vibes and environmental vibes. Just like the
Oh yeah,
lighting and the way it's all like built around and the pathing.
yeah, and the entire or the thing where it's showing you an area that you can get to later, but you can't reach it just yet. I mean, I think technically you can reach it, but
Yeah. So if you
It's just
jump
not.
down, you can reach it and like explore it a little bit, but you then like kind of like, you know, mess up everything.
I think there's a pole you can climb to get back up, but that's it.
Hmm.
Or a pipe.
A peep.
Come here, Yorda. So we're gonna put you down here while I skip climb. Oh, there we go. So doing this jump to skip climbing up a pipe.
Beautiful
3,
stuff.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And because we like, climbing ladders while things are still in motion, because it's faster.
Yeah. Well, I love ladders.
Okay.
Ladders are cool.
All right. So we call Yorda. Now we're gonna run past all of this because shadows will appear. And hopefully not get grabbed because this portion is kind of annoying for to be able to retrieve her if she is grabbed. Perfect. So now we're heading to Ewok Village.
Mm-hmm. So in this quick little bit of downtime, I just want to quickly remind everyone, this marathon is in memory of our beloved friend Theo. So this is Theothon, a speedrun charity created by Team ICO Speedruns in honor of Theo, who passed away in July of this year. Despite Theo's physical condition, making it very difficult for him to even play video games, his absolute courage to push through and keep helping others was astonishing, and he was incredibly brave in his fight, and he would never let it dampen his spirit. He went above and beyond with his kindness to all, and so to better represent that spirit he left behind, we have decided to raise money for the Fight of Stroke Foundation to help improve the lives of young stroke survivors, so less children have to fight through what Theo did. So yeah, shout out to charity.
Shout out to charity. Nope, nope. Okay, so there's a shadow. 2 hits, all dead. Thank goodness. So depending on where you grab this lever, and will actually change how fast Eco will grab it or like turn it. So if I go in a little bit, it gets slower, and if I go in even further, it's even slower. So complete edge to be able to get the fastest.
Yeah, like lever physics, hello.
Yep, love it. I guess leverage, I guess it makes sense, kind of.
Uh,
Not really.
pun be funny.
Oh, and then change scenes, change perspectives, puts us on the other side of the lever for a reason. All right, so we're gonna make another safety checkpoint because we're gonna do a risky jump here.
And this jump that Jade's about to do as well is actually a jump that you can recreate in The Last Guardian and that we actually use in the speedrun.
I actually didn't know that. That's fascinating.
Reused game mechanics.
It's like they were made by the same person.
No!
No!
Same devs?
Couldn't be. All right, so we're gonna guide Yorda across here. And then we're going to position our toes in such a way. And that's why we did a safety save.
Did you use a D-pad for that?
Yes.
Oh, punished. For no reason.
Yep. I heard my shoulder clip the wood there, but I don't think I was close enough to it. That's okay. It's a really quick reset. It doesn't save all that much time, but it's very impressive when you get it.
Yeah.
Okay,
It looks
so
cool even though it doesn't like save much time. It just, hey, swag jump.
There we go. Got it. Second try.
GG.
Thank you. Yeah, that that jump is if you don't do a safety save there, the checkpoint is way further back and not worth. But if you're good at it, it's worth.
It did be worth though.
It do be worth. Okay, so this is Ewok Village. And we're going to need to break that beam of wood. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It's a thing that I have to break with a bomb.
Like a tower, water tower thing.
Yeah, something like that. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Oh yeah, it's a water tower. You're right.
Knowledge, lore.
Lore. Okay, now I just have to light this bomb. Perfect. And I got the jump. Nice. So you can save a little time if you can jump there before the cutscene. I'm going to be safe here and then do a jump from the ladder. Because doing a jump on the top there can result in your death and has resulted in many of my deaths and resets in this section.
Yeah. What's important to note if you're going to if anyone ever wants to start speedrunning eco, is just take your time, just take a second to think about your jumps, just so you don't have to go everything bam 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 quick as possible. You know, this game can be heavily punishing if you do something wrong. So, just taking a couple seconds to just decompress, breathe, make sure that you're doing everything right. I think that's very important for newer runners of the game.
It very much benefits you to go slow when you're going fast.
Yeah, because it's a lot faster to, you know, go slow and make sure you do something right than do something wrong and lose a bunch of time.
Especially considering the checkpoints in this game can be quite lengthy. Like if you mess up anything in West Arena, um, like even if you're at the very end of it, you have to go right back to the beginning. So now we, ooh, come on, ladder. Thank you. So we have to get this box out into the middle section so that way Yorda can be able to cross to get to the idle door. This is going to be, this jump is always scary. There we go. This jump to this chain could be terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
And okay. So now we have to jump back across, and then shadows will spawn, and hopefully I'll be able to avoid it. If not, that's fine. I have the mace.
Mm-hmm.
Did it for safety.
Mace coming in clutch.
Mace always coming in clutch. Okay. Sure. Perfect. My casual play of this, I may or may not have died to that chain many times.
Yes.
So we're gonna call for Yorda. Okay, we're gonna call for Yorda again. Come on, dear. You can do it. Yeah.
Yay,
She's
Yorda!
so fast.
Woo!
We love fast Yorda. Perfect. Easy. Okay. Now we're heading to West Arena.
Yeah, we're heading to West Arena.
Weestawina.
West Arena. West Arena's quite it's a challenge just like East Arena, but it's kind of set up a little bit differently. In depending on your opinion, different people dislike each one to different levels, I guess, for different reasons. There's still annoying shadow fights and skips and whatnot.
Yeah, there's if executed correctly, it will result in Mr. Clippy
Mm-hmm.
being a terror, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully not.
Mr.
It
Clippy,
it has
don't
been a
clip
minute
on
since I've
me.
done this correctly, so we can hope.
Please don't take Yoda and leave me be.
Beautiful.
It's
Love
not an
it.
eco run unless you burst into random song.
That's true.
Speaking of random songs, if during the end credits of tomorrow's eco run, Sandra, if you would love to sing your song, your eco credit song, that would be very much appreciated. Perhaps, if you're up for it, as a special treat.
Bless Sancho and the eco song.
Yeah. I just want to give a quick shout out to Sancho. So Sancho helped me with this overlay as well. So he actually picked out like a nice blue color because I was panicking about the shade of blue. I don't know why, but I was. And then I needed an intermission screen. So Sancho, thank goodness, using GIMP edited a wonderful beach photo for the intermission screen. Sancho also helped pick out the charity and has just been an amazing, like, supportive bean throughout all of this for a lot of the community members. So shout out to Sancho Panda. Also world record holder for ICO Any. So this category that's currently being ran, Sancho is the record holder.
And just shout out to Sancho just being an amazing human in general.
So yeah, and Sancho
Also,
as well did his own charity stream called Bits for Bites that he does every year, running from the 4th to 5th of August, and he raised how many thousands of dollars was it for charity? A good couple thousand, I'm pretty sure.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I did a very rookie mistake, and kind of sort of maybe did or cut the wrong side first. So that's okay. We don't have to deal with Mr. Clippy. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Finally, did it. That's okay. We're just doing this the safe way.
Yeah.
And it's so much faster because all the shadows die in 2 hits. So coming up here will possibly be scary though, because there's shadows in here.
Shadows in every room.
Every single one. All right, so we need the stick. Because of course we need the stick, and I'm doing a safety checkpoint because this place is scary. And it honestly does not cost that much time to do a checkpoint. So we're gonna pull the lever to activate the sconces here. Call Yorda over. Hopefully she'll follow me. I'm actually not sure if it's actually a good pace for PB, Sancho.
Well, we
Maybe?
won't know till the end, because the way IGT is calculated. So Eco we calculate runs with IGT, so not RTA, thankfully. We kind of use RTA as a general guide for what we need to.
True. Okay, so now I just need to run all the way up here. Which NTSC version, there's not slopes on all of these. They are all like straight up steps. And it's pain. So being able to do or to like skip these shadows is ooh, excuse me. Pretty much impossible. Okay, so come here. Climb up, climb up, climb up, climb up, climb up, climb up, climb up.
You can do it, Yoda.
I'm gonna grab the mace. Nah, she did not. That's okay, because I have the mace.
Here's what makes it amazing. It's just always like, in cases of bad RNG, like it is your failsafe.
There's a shadow stuck in the window. Come on. Get down here. There's another one. Come here. And there's another one. This is why we like to skip these shadow fights, because they can be a ginormous pain. Because there's so many of them. Okay, perfect. I think that's it.
Nice, nice. So hopefully the rest of West Arena is just smooth sailing. Just a bunch of movement, a little bit of puzzles.
Yorda, don't forget your purse. Come on. Also, oh goodness. Okay. Oh. All right, that's the last shadow. My goodness. So that was the case of Yorda forgetting which way to go. Is she'll get up sometimes to the top rung and then decide, nah, actually, I want to go down. So we're gonna put her. Okay.
Another case of Yoda's AI being silly sometimes. She doesn't really know what she
Yes,
wants.
she truly, truly does not. Oh, and I realized that I didn't make a mistake earlier. I I cut the other rope and I didn't need to yet. So we're gonna stuff her in this corner here for her safety.
In the corner, like, thank you, Yoda.
In the corner, pat pat. So
Corner
we're gonna
time
go
for you.
back. We're gonna go back this way so that way so if we hadn't have killed the shadows, then it wouldn't be for the fact of Yorda being in this room makes shadows appear, but we also just need to be this way to get towards the or get to the other portion and get rid of that water so that way Yorda can come up. Also, we have to turn this one that we didn't have to do with the or turn this reflector towards the gate. Oop, well, I jumped on top of it. So, again, edge makes it pull faster. So it's facing the right direction. Oop, ladder's this way. So thankfully, when you go outside, it resets the timer on Yorda being alone. So we had a nice little reset there.
Yeah, because Yoda's technically in the outside right now, not in the actual arena itself.
Okay, and there's going to be some tricky jumps that I'm going to need to do here. And okay, we love a double cut.
Double cut.
Double cuts are very nice. Oh, single cut. That's okay.
Not as nice.
Not as nice. So coming back out of this, I'm going to do a right D-pad jump. So this also resets the time for Yorda because I'm technically in the same room with her. So I'm going to do a right D-pad jump out of here. Perfect. And now we're going to go get a bomb. And hopefully I will throw it correctly. So this one's pretty tricky. You jump up against the sconce on the wall up here, and then continue to walk, and then toss the bomb so it bounces off the wall and rolls straight towards the door, which is trickier than it sounds.
Yeah, this bomb toss is actually like, and it's one of the ones like I appreciate the most in this speed run.
And it worked just fine. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was not in a very ideal position. It's okay, Yorda. We forgive you. So now I just got to take her back through. I don't have to worry about her being grabbed by any shadows because we killed them all.
Yeah. Screw the shadows.
Screw the shadows. So thankfully, Mr. Clippy is not going to plague us.
Yeah, because usually all the shadows that Jade had to fight earlier would spawn like in this room, and they would fly up to that bridge and try to grab Yoda off the bridge. And if they grab Yorda and take her down, that's game over. If they knock you off, you will take full damage and die, and it's game over. And then you restart from the beginning of West Arena.
Yeah, it's just in general a bad time. Also, if in that first portion you do activate the shadow, if you're in that room long enough and to the point where you do activate the shadows, it will mess up their positioning and will make it so she will more than likely get grabbed no matter what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need a stick. So this is sadly. Do we want to do we want to do stick no or do we want to do mace no? We'll do stick.
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 Stick, best companion.
Stick is best companion. We love our Mace Windu, but
The Star Wars references you can find in this game are like,
it's pretty funny.
why?
Okay. Yorda. Oh, well, that's okay. That was an East Arena moment. It's fine.
Oh wait, which part of the game am I in again? Oh right, okay.
Oh, well, okay. So sometimes if you can get that timed right. Oh wait, are you gonna actually make it down? Okay, good. If you jump off and put her in the latter portion, she will actually just fall down. Oh no. Oh no. Yorda. No, sweetheart. I'm down here. Don't go back up. What are you doing? Yorda, please. Okay, there we go. All right, Yorda, come on. Whew. All right. So all those portions are done. The gate is now open. Now we have to make our way back to the gate. And we're free.
So yeah, the next part of the run is I'm actually gonna be saying goodbye to Yoda in a bit actually. Which makes me
Indeed, we are.
sad.
I know, it's very sad. But playing this casually actually broke me as a human. I did cry. It is a very emotional game, and you know, I don't know, it's a great game.
Yeah, this game is very beautiful, even though like, you know, it is outdated graphically and gameplay wise, but you know, what this game did for its time, it told like such a beautiful story through such simple game mechanics. And that's something games of that time just were not doing. You had, you know, epic JRPG sagas that were massive, and were 3 discs long, and contained so much detail, and you never really had, you know, something sweet and simple. You know, there's a lot of things going on in 2001 Eco just really standing out above everything else.
Even to this day, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely one of the more iconic puzzle platformers.
100%. And have Eco inspiring so many other puzzle games, platformer games, just other PlayStation games in general. Its legacy has lived on through other media forms, even artistic forms as well.
Oh, geez. Okay, well, that was a case of I got startled, so we're just gonna let them take her because they're gonna deliver her for me.
Bro. Your delivery
What?
service part 2?
Oh, I thought they were gonna deliver her somewhere else.
Uh-oh. And we have stick,
Apparently,
not mace.
we have stick, not mace.
Go, go, go. Okay.
Okay.
They're very
See, all right,
disorganized
all
though.
right, all right. They let me go. They were kind to me. Okay, weird. So the shadows normally aren't so forgiving. I should have been punished heavily for that,
Yeah, that's
but
actually
it's
like
okay.
good shadow RNG. Hello.
Yeah, that was really good. I will take that. Also, hi, Zell. I just saw it. And I missed Ruby. Hi, Ruby.
I think Ruby's got something special planned for us in just a bit, so we'll keep our
Ooh.
eyes tuned for that. Let's see if I can open my Twitter and read. Yeah, so Ruby Heart is a oh, how do I do Ruby's like intro, but from like a third person perspective?
They are an
Actor,
actor, streamer, a
speedrunner,
speedrunner.
Dempress. Is that all four?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
That works.
yeah, we got it. Woo! Been a member of Team ICO Speedruns for over 2 years now. An absolutely phenomenal human being. Participated in many marathons. Actually travelled even from USA to Sweden to go to ESA. Very wholesome community member. Also has their own community and is just right now what they're doing is on their own channel. They're gathering in their own viewers so that they can raise their viewers over to this channel for Theothon, which is an absolutely amazing considerate move. So thank you so much. I know you're not here, Ruby, but you know, thank you so much for doing that when you come over. If they watch the VOD, then they'll know.
They'll know.
Yeah.
So we're now saying goodbye to Stick. Goodbye, Stick. If you have Stick is sad.
Sticken.
Spam Stick is sad.
Sad stick chat. Sad stick. Sad wait. I have so many gifted subs recently. I don't know what's going on. There we go.
So, you opening that door took so much out of Yorda that she was weakened, which is why I had to do the slowdowns on the way out here, and why her hair is white, and she seems weaker.
And Yoda's actually gonna say like a very like memorable line here. So if we translate what we see on screen, I can probably. So sailboat, ant, praying mantis. Is that it? There we go.
Sailboat, ant, praying mantis. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
So
just
when
kidding. So no mori actually is the in-game language for thank you. And you actually hear that in the end credit song. Skip cutscene. Skip cutscene. Skip cutscene. No skip.
Wait, what?
I thought I can skip that cutscene.
Oh no.
You can't?
I don't think so.
Wait, I swear you can.
Oh, of him getting up? Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I think I was too busy listening to Sailboat, Praying Mantis. So we're jumping on some cages. So now we're alone from Yorda. So now it's just us.
So this is like we're not really gonna be seeing Yorda for the rest of the run. There we go. Here's Ruby raiding with a party of 22. Thank you so much, Ruby. I literally saw your post on Twitter, and I know you weren't here for it, but like I was just like, Ruby's gonna be raiding over for a raid party, and I can't wait. So thank you so much for the raid. Hi everyone, welcome to Theothon. This is a speedrun marathon dedicated to our beloved friend Theo, and community member who tragically passed away in July. If you don't really know too much about Theo, Theo was a runner of The Last Guardian. He quickly nested his way into our community and our hearts. His progress was quick, and his passion and love for the game was far greater than anyone else's. Despite Theo's physical condition making it very difficult for him to even play video games, his absolute courage to push through and help others was astonishing. He was incredibly brave in his battle, and he would never let that dampen his spirit. Theo went above and beyond with his kindness to us all, and so to better represent that spirit he left behind, we have decided to raise money for the Fight the Stroke Foundation to help improve the lives of young stroke survivors, so less children have to go through what Theo did. And a little bit more about the charity itself. Guided by the belief that all children should be equal at birth, Fight the Stroke Foundation wants to ensure a better future for young stroke survivors, children with a disability of cerebral palsy, and their families, because an accident at birth should not dictate the future of these children. So yeah, this is a amazing cause, and we've had so much support already. We already reached our €250 goal, so we've gone ahead and doubled that. We've had some crazy generosity from so many other people, and we've had some amazing viewers in chat, much love and support. So I just want to thank you all for coming in and just yeah, having a good time and supporting this amazing cause of all of us. So yeah, thank you so much, Ruby, for doing this raid party. It was very considerate of you, and I really appreciate it.
Hi, Ruby, and thanks.
Yeah, we also tried
Yeah.
to do a third. Sorry, my voice is going. A third person like intro, and I forgot the line.
Oh, yeah. Uh, the that you are an actor, streamer, and speedrunner, and then Yusu added the Thempress, and it was great.
Like the Vempress is in the intro. Surely it has to be. It's in there, right?
Well, I just really wanted to run that again.
Oh,
Run
yeah.
that back.
You know, you just really want to get that jogging exercises in. You know, you don't skip leg day around here.
Yep. Nope. Eco just really needs to work out some more. It's fine. I didn't just accidentally fail that. Nope.
This is fine. Also,
This is fine.
can I also say that Jay, despite being like a total new runner to Eco, has been doing an absolutely fantastic job with commentary and runs. So shout outs to Sunbrojade with me.
Oh, thanks.
Absolutely killing it. Like, you're doing so well on like comms as well. Your hosting has been amazing, and you're really like taking the stage. So I really appreciate you being here.
Oh, of course. Happy to help. Glad to be here to hang out with some cool beans and talk about some really, really sick games.
Mm-hmm. It's always so sweet when the community comes together for charity, and as Jade continues to skedaddle skadoodle across a bunch of like puzzle stuff. I guess I'll just have to read out some donations that we've just got in. So just give me 2 seconds so I can load up and refresh the page for the messages. Oh, you guys are all so amazing. Oh my goodness. Hold on, I'll get to reading them in just a second. So we have a €50 anonymous donation, no message. Thank you so much for your generosity, Anon. It's incredible. We also have a €20 donation from Jane Embers. Thank you so much, Jane. That means so much. And a €25 donation from Just Dave. Thank you, Just Dave. And also, if I exclamation point schedule in L chat, it will give you a schedule. So we're almost to the end of day 1, but don't worry, we have another entire day of speedruns coming up tomorrow that you should definitely not miss. Not at all. So exclamation point schedule, there you go. If you look at that document there, it will kind of give you in both British time, because I'm British, and Eastern time schedule. And after Jade finishes this eco run, we're all going to do a watch party of Theo's GDQ hotfix run of The Last Guardian. We're going to do a nice quiet watch party, have it be nice and cozy, and a lovely little safe space, and we're all gonna, yeah, just vibe together. Okay, I've been rambling for a very long time now.
It's okay. I'm just doing some ledge grabbing, some nearly falling, some small panics. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go.
Ledge grabbing.
Yep. So there's a skip for this, for shimmying down this ledge. I'm not going to do it because it's very dangerous, but it does exist. And now we are like almost to the second to last area.
Yeah, there's not much of the run left.
Yeah, no, it's nearly done.
Right, the donations have just been pouring in from Ruby's raid, so thank you so much, Ruby's viewers and also members of the Crystal Crew. Y'all are so amazing, and I appreciate you dearly. And I actually have a €20 donation from Ruby saying, "Thank you, Usu, for organising this event, and to all the runners participating in Theothon, in memoriam of one of the kindest and incredibly talented members of our community. Theo, we dearly miss you, and you have no idea how much your kind words meant to me." Sorry.
Thank you, Ruby, and thank you everybody for stopping in and, you know, showing love and support. All right. So we're just gonna do some careful jumps here. It's okay, Yusu. All right. I think if I remember right, that this rock, there's a rock coming up here that is also named. So Kyle's not alone. I cannot remember what the rock is named. So we're gonna do a drop down. I am not in the right position. I'm glad I looked, because that fall will kill me. Whee! And now we get to pick up the Queen Sword. Lightning Stick. How dare you? So if you do a slow walk up there, you can skip the pickup animation. But for some reason, I picked it up, and then Eco's like, "Nah, I'm gonna put it down instead." Oh no, Pill. Yeah, the rock's name is Dwayne. So with the sword, I am actually able to open the idle doors because it has a very similar magic to Yorda's. Now we're going to take this elevator up, and if you do watch the cutscene in the beginning, this looks very similar to where we entered when when Eco was first brought here. And coming up here is the sarcophagus that I fell out of. Shoutouts to the sarcophagus. So up here we'll see Yorda's stoned form and a bunch of shadows, except these shadows look a little different. They look like little horned boys. And so then the realization creeps in that all of these all of the the horned boys that were banished to this place are all the shadows that you've been fighting this entire time. And so now I have to kill 53 of them to be able to put them back into their little resting tombs and unlock the way to the last boss.
I made it back alive. Tactical tissue, let's go.
Tactical tissues,
Yeah,
let's go.
made it back in time for the boys at 3 a.m. Me and the boys at 3 a.m. looking for beans.
Looking for beans.
Looking for beans. But yeah, like Jade said, these shadows look different to the other shadows, because these shadows are actually the spirits of the other horned boys who have been sacrificed throughout the lore of the game. So well, one of my like theories that makes me feel better if I ever, or when or if I ever start running this game again. Um, Obviously, you know, we've been killing off shadows, right? But it's a lot, like, nicer to think of it as you're freeing their spirits. So, you know, their shadows, they don't want to be, you know, they're just doing what their master or queen has made them do. And so when you hit them with the sword, their spirit gets released and goes back into the sarcophagus and starts glowing a kind of, like, nice, bright blue. So I want to think that, hey, you've released their spirit, and then once you finish the game and the game ends and the castle gets destroyed, that, you know, their spirit's also released with the destruction of the castle and death of the queen. Headcanon.
Yeah, that is. I mean, that's what I'd like to think as well, is that we're just freeing them in this way. Also, these shadows are a giant pain to try to hit because as soon as you run towards them, they will jump and fly away.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why we kind of put them in this section. If you face away from them, they will run towards you, most likely, if you're a correct distance away. And it just kind of traps them. So that way I can get them. This isn't a bad shadow fight, actually. It's not too bad.
Yeah. 60s sitcom. Boy 54, where are you?
I think that's all of them. Yep. Perfect.
To be honest, like, I don't know how people can count all those shadows, because I'm just like, oh, is that all of them? Are there any more? Because sometimes they, like, kind of fly in circles or, like, away from you, and you can never, like, really count them.
I mean, truly, I don't count them, to be honest.
Imagine being able to count.
Oh, imagine.
Uh,
Couldn't be me.
no.
So we say goodbye to Yorda in her stoned form.
Bye, Order!
Bye. And now we're gonna go have our one-on-one with the queen.
We're gonna stab her mom! Woo!
Woo!
Yeah!
This is quite an epic fight, honestly. Like the introduction, it's like this entire room is empty. This throne is empty. You go up and go, huh? There's nothing here. Then you turn around, and then she introduces herself.
Then she's like, hold up.
Hold up.
Wait. Wait a minute. Who are you?
All right. So if I get these right, I can get bubble cuts.
Bubble cut. Now we basically skip a cutscene of the queen explaining like a little bit of lore. So basically the queen wants to use Yorda as a vessel because the queen's... she's an old lady, she's kind of dying and her power is starting to fade. And so Yorda, being her young kind of daughter, we're not sure if it's like a proper daughter or like a clone, like a young clone. Yeah, she wants to use Yorda's body as a vessel so she can carry on living, like her spirit can carry on living, which is kind of messed up.
So as we hit her little shield, it repels the sword, but is also weakening it at the same time. And so I'm just gonna do this for safety.
Because the queen's actually like very weak, which is why like a 12-year-old boy with horns is able to like kill her with this magical swords that even like the guards use to get in and out of the castle. Because the queen at any given point like could have just, you know, teleported towards you and just ended your life in the castle, but she chose not to, probably because she didn't expect you to, you know, get this far, and probably because she doesn't have the power to. Like, I imagine that first teleport, like, near the beginning of the game was, like, enough for her to kind of go, oh, I need to sit back down.
And that's the queen fight.
Yeah, but not run over yet. We
Not
still
run
have
over
the
yet,
to go
and not
through.
time yet.
GG.
Thank you.
And we get a beautiful credit scene, as you know all the Ueda games have.
Yeah, and the queen's just like, Lamau. Like, yeah, I know you, like, just killed me, but, you know, GG, you know, good luck freeing Yorda. And then it's just like, oh, great. Now we don't have horns anymore.
Yep, no more horns.
So we are no longer a horned boy, or we are the kind of horned, stubbed boy. Yeah, it's pretty nice that we get delighted with an ending cutscene before the final input.
Yes. It's pretty nice. Get to chill and watch. Because the song that plays during the credit scene is also really, really beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Shadow Yorda. Ooh.
Yeah, we don't actually know why she's a shadow. It's just like up to like player interpretation and viewer interpretation. Because you may see it as a part of the queen has left her body and taken over Yorda. But Yorda's obviously still Yorda in a way, which you can see during this cutscene. Or maybe Yorda's just being cursed, or maybe she's just bound to the castle. You know, we're not entirely sure what's going on. But yeah, now it's Yorda's turn to save us, rather than us saving Yorda.
And when the realization hit that, you know, all of the shadows that we've been fighting this entire time were actually all horned boys, just like Eco. You know, that part was just so emotionally tugging. And then, you know, us guiding Yorda through and, you know, kind of keeping her safe and all of that leading up to the point where she is the one that saves you from not being stuck in the crumbling castle it just broke me.
Mm-hmm. Aww. Yeah, this game didn't actually make me cry the first time I played it. Like, the Last Guardian absolutely broke me into like 13 million different pieces though. And I mean it shattered me. Like, it actually shattered me, and I don't think I recovered for like a couple days.
Understandable.
But yeah, we get a lot of crumbling architecture cinematics. That's kind of like the director's touch. So shout outs to Fumito Ueda for loving crumbling architecture and crumbling bridges. I'm just gonna turn like the stream volume down a little bit because I know for some reason like You Were There, the song You Were There, which is playing right now.
It's so loud.
Yeah, it's really loud, but also sometimes it gets like kind of copyrighted, and I'm just like,
does it?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I also just got a DM of someone reminding me to turn the music down, so thank you very much, friend. So I'm gonna lower it a little bit more.
Shout outs to them.
Shout outs to friends. Shout outs to all of you watching and donating at home. You're all amazing homies. The song's so good.
It's so good.
Like, this is a Japanese game from 2001, and they made like an absolute banger of a tune in English as well. And oh, it's so good. It's amazing. This song is just, oh, I love it. I love this song. Like, I will listen to this song unironically just on my own Spotify, like on repeat. Like, the vocals and just the vibe and like the instruments like suits the theme of the game, and it just doesn't feel out of place or cringy as like
it doesn't
songs.
at all, and it's just so good.
And just like the lyrics and the meaning, and oh, I love it. I love it. It's such a good song.
Thank you for the GGs, everyone. I appreciate it.
Yeah, massive GGs. This is an incredible eco run considering. Have you practiced at all recently?
Last week I did a run.
Is that it?
Recently, yeah.
Oh wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, it was a semi-derust.
I mean, it was a semi-derust. Still better than what I could do. Seriously, massive congrats.
Yeah, I'm still very new to running eco. I think this is technically like my 5th or so full run.
And that's pretty incredible. Again, it's not all about, you know, your experience. You don't have to be a top runner. You know, it's all about having fun and just joining in on the community stuff. You know, it's really funny. Originally, like, in my marathon plan, I didn't know what to do for the first day. So I was thinking of making Jade do, like, an all-platform shadow run, but I was just like, I can't do that. That's too mean.
Oh, all platform shadow is something else. That's like 8 hours of pain.
It's so good, but so bad.
Oh, it's so good and so bad. It progressively gets better.
Yeah, well, literally it does. Apart, I don't know, the PlayStation 3 version of Shadow, like, the amount you shake is, like, ungodly.
Yeah.
You do be heckin' shaking, though?
You do be.
I also want to say, I don't think I've said this before, we've actually, so our original target was 250 euros, we hit that, so we doubled it to 500 euros, and we have raised, so far, 510 euros.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So I've naturally have to increase the goal every time we hit it, you know, just so that, you know, it's up to date, but yeah, like, massive thank you to everyone, and you'll see our top donation is Greenie the Goblin. Greenie is actually, like, a very new runner for Shadow Colossus. I know, like, I've seen them around on, like, Razai Astra's stream, and I think Razai Astra got them into speedrunning Shadow, and yeah, it's just thank you so much for the 100 euro donation, friend. Really appreciated. Actually, they donated 120 collectively, which is even more insane. Yeah, everyone's generosity is just incredible.
Yeah, thank you again, everybody. And thank you again, Ruby, for bringing good beans over.
Good vibes, yeah.
Good vibes, good beans.
We love beans up in here. Did someone say casually one day PS2 race? Oh no.
Oh. It's gonna be cursed. It's gonna be a good time. There's gonna be a lot of screaming at the fact that Wander moves in slow motion in the PS2 version, essentially.
10 frames a second. Oh yeah.
Oh, 10 frames a second, so good on the eyes. Oh, and the dust.
Oh, the particle effects.
Oh, I love them. Where you can't see. I love being blind, trying to jump on phalanx.
You want to see what you're doing in a speedrun? No chance, not allowed.
Oh, you want to race all platforms? All right, let's go.
Oh no.
I do need to run those more because like we were talking about earlier, doing all platform streak effect. That's going to be pain. I need more practice in the other ones to lower the time. It's gonna be like 13 hours.
Or maybe like 13 years. It depends on your like optimism.
True. True. We're almost coming up to the last inputs.
Yeah, we get to see a beach. Shoutouts to beaches.
Shoutouts to beaches.
Oh god, I love beaches.
In the NTSC version, if you're not playing on a like on a CRT, if you're just playing on a flat screen, the further out Eco gets, he looks like 6 pixels just moving, and it's so funny.
Eco turns into a mosaic.
He does. He really does.
So just
FPS.
just shout cinematic time as well when you have time, because obviously I have screen delay.
Oh, yep, I gotcha. We have arrived on the beach.
Let's go to the beach.
Beach party, let's go.
And yeah, an NG plus of this game as well. There is a watermelon on this beach that you can bring to Yorda, which Sancho will be doing tomorrow.
Yes, Sancho will be able to show off a lot more, like the really complicated skips and jumps. There's a couple that I didn't do out of safety because I don't have as much practice with them, but yeah, definitely watch Sancho's run. He's a master at eco. Is Eco gonna make it for Quad's next beach day? You know, I hope so. I hope so. Shoutouts to Quad for going to the beach.
Shouts to Quad, just, getting her shoes on, really having fun in them waves.
Getting them floaties. Oh, and coming up here is what looks like to be the form of Yorda, it's Yorda. I will count down. Time's almost here. And time.
So you completed the game in 1 hour, 58 minutes, and 49 seconds RTA.
Ooh.
IGT, IGT?
IGT. Look at IGT. Because what is my PB? Hold on. I don't even know. Oh, this is a PB.
It is?
It's a PB.
PB?
Yeah.
Hey, yo! Hey, yo, poggers! Yo, GG's! GG's in chat, everyone! Incredible!
Yep, it's a PB by 2 minutes.
That's chunk, that's chunk.
That's a chunk.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
exciting.
marathon PB, let's go! Oh my god, is that Yori?
It is mine.
What? What? When? When was that a thing? Hello?
I made it not that long
I love
ago.
it! That is a vibe, like every single day, just the
That was me being startled in Bloodborne.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, thank you for having me.
No worries. Any final words?
No. Thank you everybody for the donations, and thank you for letting me be a part of the amazing community and the run. And if you are interested in speedrunning this any of these games, do it. All of the beans are wonderful and they're very helpful. Do it.
Enough of the Star Wars reference. So I need to set up for getting the recording of Theo's hotfix run ready. So don't go anywhere, folks. We're gonna go on to an intermission and get some lovely music while setting everything up. And yeah, see you later, everyone.